Hello everyone, and welcome to our mini homestead. For those who are subscribed or following our channel, I do apologize. I did not post any videos in the last 2 weeks, and there is two reasons for that. First, we have some heavy rain for a few days, and we have very cold weather. The only thing we did is just taking care of the animals. Uh, and the second reason is purchasing this vehicle. Uh, we had a problem with one of our vehicles, and we're gonna take care of it, but we needed another vehicle, and I needed to purchase. So I spent a lot of time looking, and I needed a vehicle with a wheelchair ramp, with a certain price range that I can afford, and at the same time to serve all my needs. So it was a complicated search, and the only vehicle I found uh, was in Kansas City. And so uh, I arranged the purchase, and I knew everything about the vehicle before I do fly out there. So I flew to Kansas City and got possession of the vehicle and drove it back to our hometown in Texas, which is about 600 miles drive. So all that search and flying and coming back, all that took time. Now I'm back, and we're gonna be using this vehicle. So this video, I'm gonna show you how I drove this vehicle, because uh, it does have the ramp for the wheelchair, but it didn't have the driving hand control installed on it. So I do have a portable uh, driving hand control that I purchased in the past. I used it in the past to drive an RV from Texas to California and come back, and a motorhome, 32 feet long. So I used the portable driving hand control. First time was driving the motorhome, and this was the second time. And I want to do a review about these hand control. So first, I'm gonna uh, take the car for a ride for like a couple of minutes to show you it's driven, and then I'm gonna show you how it gets uninstalled, and or how to get install it, and what is uh, the tips that you need to, if you're gonna use it, you need to understand about this system, so it will be safe for you. So let's just go for a ride right now, and we'll come back. I show you how it's installed, how I uninstall it. And if you are uh, have looked up uh, portable driving hand control online in the past, you've probably seen this, and I'm just gonna give you a review about it. Um, so the way it works is, when you press down, when you press this down, it pushes the brakes down. When you pull it, it makes the opposite movement through this here. So when you pull this side up, the other side goes down and pushes the, the accelerator. And so here is brake and gas, and it has adjustment for the links, and it hangs on the steering wheel column by this strap, and that's how it works. So tips for installing: obviously you tight these very hard. It is impossible to get moving. It's not gonna fall off or give away or anything. It's very tight, but you make sure you tight these screws, or you know, with these handles on them. You tighten very hard, so it's very sturdy. The second thing you need to do is see how this is. It kind of like move back and forth, but if it moves back and forth more than this, it's not gonna break right. If that strap is not tight enough to keep it not moving anymore like that, when you press the brakes, this tube for the gas is gonna move this direction, and you will not be fast enough to press the brakes. I'm gonna give you an illustration. So now to uninstall it is to unhook this so it comes off, and then you remove the strap from around the steering wheel. Now it's completely loose here, completely loose. So you unhook these and take the whole thing off. So it takes practically 2 minutes to take it off. But before I remove these from the pedals, I want to show you the danger of not having the strap too tight or tight enough. We'll go all the way to the back of the steering wheel. Even if it comes in between these, that's not gonna hurt the vehicle at all. And you go behind whatever like the signal arm and the steering wheel tilt arm. You go around it and you come down, and from here I'm gonna try to have the phone set somehow you can see it. The way the strap work, I think the lighting is not good. I'll try to do it this way here. So the way I'm going to show it to you without this getting around the steering column so you can see it. The way it works is these go around like so. So this go around and get hooked like that, and hook it and then show it to you. So that's how it is. This is how it's attached to the brake column. And then you can imagine that my arm here, or my hand, is the steering column. So I'm going to put it back this way. I'm going to put it back, you can imagine my hand is the steering column. I'm going to put it back and put it a little bit loose. So now you see here it's put back together, but it's a little bit looser than it was. So I'm gonna turn the van on so the brakes will go down. So I turned the van on. I turned the vehicle on so the brakes will go down, and you see when I try to press the brakes, when I try to press the brakes, if it is a sudden movement you need to stop, this will move this way, and you will have, it's still working, but see how far I have to go just to press the brakes, because this is loose. So you feel like, see how it, see now how it turned out this way. It came all the way to this side, and I'm not really pressing anything of the brakes. It's just lifting the tube that's holding the gas up, but it's not really pressing very much on the brakes. So when it's loose like that, you know you're gonna get into an accident. You don't have any good brakes with this. If you tighten it too much, when you press the gas, most likely it's not gonna come back. Or also the brakes, most likely it's gonna, if it's tight too much, the tubes will be rubbing against the steering wheel column, and you will have, you press the gas, it's not gonna kick back to idle. If you press the brakes probably will come back because it has a stronger spring. However, it might not come back all the way. So if you tight this too much, you can drive it, but you have to make sure you bring it back by your hand. But if you not tight it enough, it's a hazard to stop. Now I'm just gonna take these off. So here on this side, on the gas side, you just loosen it. Come off. On the brake side, it has this chain which I probably did not put it on the right. It should have come from this side, so it will be like an extra security to keep it. I put it in the, it's useless like that. This chain is useless like that. I did it wrong. So this chain should be coming from this side here, and it come from this side to get hooked to this screw here, so it will not allow it to come out. However, because it's very tight, it didn't really make a difference, but that was not the right thing to do it actually, and I probably was rushing. I did not pay attention. So now it came off like that. You unhook this, you get it around the steering wheel out, so it comes out like this, and this is the whole thing here. I didn't get the orange one because I like orange. I just got what was the cheapest. So here you go. That's my review for this portable driving hand control. The one I have, there are so many different brand names on these, and they're all practically the same. I will give it 5 stars as long as you install it correctly, because with this I can drive a rental car, I can drive a U-Haul, I can drive a motorhome. They have 10 hole for distance adjustment between the handle and the pedal, so that is plenty of distance to fit larger vehicles and small vehicles. And the only thing I forgot to mention, that when you install it, don't bring it too close to the back of the steering wheel, because you will not have room to pull up. Got stuck somewhere. To pull up to press the gas, it's gonna hit the steering wheel and you will not be able to press gas. So you need to have distance between the steering wheel and this arm, so you can lift it up, and you probably will be holding the steering wheel and with these fingers pulling this up, and obviously to operate with the left hand, and you use your right hand for the steering wheel. But so you can pull this up, and you have enough room to pull it, and then at the same time it's not too far to press it down for the brakes. But I drove it, I used it for, so far I drove it, I can tell you, over 3,000 miles or even more, from Texas to California, California to Texas, and then I took it with me when I flew to Kansas and drove it from Kansas City to my town in Texas, 600 miles. I didn't have any problem. I didn't have any less confidence in it than the permanent driving hand control. I will not use it all the time because the permanent hand control allows to have to drive it with hand and somebody else drive it with their foot. But this, if anybody want to drive with their foot, they will not be able to. If you take it for a service, you need to take it out and put it back on, and it's a hazard for them. They don't have to go for it. But for incidents that I need to drive a vehicle that don't have the hand control on it yet, or I am borrowing it, or rental, or whatever, this is a great option, and I will give it 5 stars. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe to our channel. We do have a lot of videos about homesteading, about how I'm handling taking care of our homestead while I'm on a wheelchair, building whatever it's needed to be built on the homestead, or taking care of animals or gardening, everything. So you can go ahead and browse in our channel, and if you like it, subscribe. So stay tuned for new videos coming up. We are going to start planning for our spring garden. Thank you again. God bless you and enjoy your day.